She is. Hi.
Hello, gorgeous.
Welcome.
Yes, it's so lovely. I'm not going to be able to stop smiling for the next whatever length of time we're going to chat because I just adore you, and it's like, yay!
I love you too, and I'm so thrilled to have you on the show. And first of all, you must have your introduction. Here we go. Little summer holiday. My funny, fabulous guest today is a comedian, impressionist, singer, dancer, actress, and all-round entertainer. She got her big break on the TV show Copycats as an impressionist and performed on numerous British TV shows like The World Variety Show, Live from the Palladium, Summertime Special, Night of 100 Stars, and Celebrity Squares. She's performed with stars like Freddie Starr, Brian Connolly, Des O'Connor, Ken Dodd, Dad Dodd Stick, and on London's West End. She's performed in Acorn Antiques, written by the fabulous Victoria Wood and directed by Sir Trevor Nunn. She's toured in many musicals as well and has toured the world with her one-woman show on the world's top cruise liners. She's also the panto queen every Christmas, but sadly not this year. But Hilary now has her own management company called O'Neil Management, and she is super proud of her guests, her acts, and I am super proud of my guest today. Please welcome Hilary O'Neil.
Wow.
Yay!
That's just like you've read somebody's resume out that I don't even know. It's kind of going back over 42 years.
Wow, Hills.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had the most incredible career. You really have. I mean...
And I really have, because it's been so varied. That's when you read that out and you go, that, and then there's that, and then that, and you slot it all together into a big jigsaw. And it is so varied, and I'm so grateful for that. Every phone call, every email still means like, oh, what's happening? Where am I going? Really? Oh, they want me for what? And you go, okay. It's all still exciting, you know, I'm not doing panto this Christmas, but even that call in sort of April, May time when they book you for the Christmas show over in the UK. And after, I think I've done 40.
I was going to say, how many years?
Yeah, I think it was going to be my 40th this year. I think I might have got that. I might have got that wrong by a year, but yeah. And even at that stage of having done so many, still made my heart go.
I know. I love that.
Because we've done pantomime together.
Yeah.
And
so I don't
think, oh God, I don't think we stopped laughing for the whole duration of the show. I mean, it's not a long time. It's probably about 6 weeks, 7 weeks, all intensive with the rehearsals, then the shows. But we didn't stop howling.
Yeah, it was the best panto I've ever done. It was so much fun. And you love this business with your heart. You really do. I mean, there's no other job that you could do, want to do, would ever do, because it's been your life, hasn't it?
Completely.
Yeah.
Oh, so but Charlie, I wasn't intending to be in the business. You see, this is what's so weird. And even now, when I'm announced on stage on a cruise ship, when I'm about to do my one-woman show, and you know, the cruise director goes out, as you know, the routine, and says, "Ladies and gentlemen," and does the intro not half as good as yours, and says, "Hit the words Hilary O'Neil," and I go, "Oh," and all these years later, I go, "How did this happen?" Because I sort of fell into it. It wasn't like I wasn't the kid with the hairbrush going in front of the mirror. You know, I never did any of that. I did do the ballet tap and modern like a kid, like you started.
Yeah, how young were you?
Well, I was just going to ask you. I was 7. How old were you?
I was 2.5. I was like really young. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my sister would do it. Anyway, it's not, but my sister would do class and she hated it. And then I'd be at the door going, oh my God, you know, and then the door opened one day and I ran in and that was it.
That's like a movie moment right there. In fact, that just reminded me of like, I'm watching Cisco pitter-pat, I can do that.
Exactly. It was so like that. And my sister's like, I want to get out. I hate this class. You know.
Oh, that's fabulous. What a great story.
I love it.
So I have no siblings, so it was just me running up and down the lounge, flying, you know, like a kid, running around saying, "Mummy, Mummy, watch me." And she said, "Do you want to go to ballet classes?" And I said, "Yes." That was it. And then I auditioned for a stage school, a dance college. That's not fair. It's not a stage school. It's a dance college called Lane Theatre Arts in Epsom. And
Yes.
Betty Lane, the principal, changed my life because she offered me a dancing job in 1978.
Oh,
yeah.
I was weeping.
Well, you were born then? No.
Just.
Oh, okay. So it was a dance job, 4 of us in the act, and I'm still in touch with the other 3 as well, which is great on Facebook. And the tables turned. I just went, oh, okay. This is fun. I only ever went to dance college to train to be a teacher. There was no intention. Showbiz was just like, no, not even in my head.
Really? Why did I not know that?
I think it's because I'm quite show busy. You just assume that it was all bubbling as a baby and growing into something. No, not at all. Just fell into it. And I still can't believe I'm in it.
Amazing. Paul just asked us what pantomime we did. So I was the mermaid. Mrs. Darling's Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. So I was Peter Pan.
Yeah.
That was the year that I pulled all the intercostal muscles around my ribs flying.
Yes.
And had to do the show on something like 12 Nurofen or something. It was just, I remember you trying to pull my tights on and off. I couldn't move. It was like worst pain known to man. Everyone was getting me in my shoes, doing my makeup. It was just get me on stage. Oh, so it was a terrific cast. And I think Jo, who played Tinkerbell, is watching. She said to tune in. Jo, if you're on. Hi. And also Wendy Mouse, the lovely Sarah Whittock, playing Wendy, and Derek Griffiths, who is just the most talented man on the planet. And the gorgeous Chris Jarvis as well. Chris came round to my garden. It was I got Derek around for a catch up in the summer to my little chill and chat zone because of lockdown. You know, we couldn't have anyone in the house, etc.
Yes. Yeah.
Etc. So I just used to get pockets of friends around to the garden so I could just be at home because I've got my mum to look after now. And it was just worked beautifully. But I surprised Derek by getting Chris Jarvis, who played Smee to his Captain Hook all those years ago, to just arrive. And he just turned up in the garden. Of course, Derek had no idea. And Chris came around the corner and I just went, oh, you know, when your plan comes together and the excitement of seeing them, because they loved each other so much in panto. And seeing them both look at each other and go, oh, Derek's picture. It was wonderful. So yeah, panto's a very special time of year, and you know, good luck to all those in Britain that have got
No,
pantos.
I was going to say, how are they making that happen? Oh, by the way, hi, Color Creations Clothing. She's watching from Texas. So hey, Texas.
Sally Harmon. Hi, Sally.
Oh, hey, Sally. Yes, I was telling her this morning how to get on. Yeah, I love it. So how take us back to what we were talking about, the pantomime, and so what was it? We were talking about panto. I lost my train of thought then.
No, I think it was you going to go, how's that going to work? Because obviously, you know,
how is panto going to work with, you know, because we can have Broadway. What's happening with the seating?
Socially distant seating is the way forward, and of course, the pantos can sort of make some sort of income from doubling or trebling up the performances per day. So some pantomimes will do 2 or 3 performances in a day, but a shorter version of the show. So it'll be a 70-minute. I'm just talking about ones that I know about. Palladium, London Palladium, I imagine, would do 2, and they're socially distanced too. And they've been able to do it thanks to Camelot, who of course are the sponsors of the lottery. They are, I believe they're going to be buying all the seats in between the seats you can't, you know, the ones you can't sit in. They are taking the load off of the producers. You know what I mean? They're being amazing. So they're providing financial input, as far as I know. I don't explain it very well, but I've kind of understood it. And the reason that the West End and Broadway can't go back is because socially distance audiences just don't make the shows like the Phantom and all the massive Les Mis, they're just not financially viable. They can't make the money. Plus, the insurance companies won't insure at this time, because if you or I are in a company, the show opens, one person, and you're done. And of course, you've got no financial cover, so it'll come back. It's slowly. Don't you feel that there's a feeling of it coming back? I feel like it's coming, even though the COVID situation's horrific.
Yes.
I just feel there's a positivity in the air, like the talk of a vaccine even, I can't believe.
It's the vaccine. The moment we got the vaccine, and there's 2 of them now, then I was like, all right, you just got to sit this out, and you just got to wait, because it's going to come back soon. It really is. We just have to wait.
I know, anyway, but just keeping the old attitude going and others' attitudes going. And this is why you've been so good. You've done, how many of these? Did you say that I might be your 100th? Or is it the gentleman?
You're my 90th. I counted yesterday. You're my 90th guest. So you are a very important guest today.
That's such a thrill, though. You've done this 90 times. You deserve your own network series. You really do. You're so good at this. And you've such a beautiful broad mix from the wedding planning business and the event organizations that you do so brilliantly with Bluebell events. You're
lovely.
You're unbelievable. So proud of you.
Kind.
Not only you are the best at what you do, anyone wants to get married, this girl, let her organize it. But
thank you.
But I think it's I
just love what I've taken out from this is I have amazing people like you on the show, and then I find out things that I had no idea. I mean, I've known you since 1998. I didn't know that you weren't destined, this wasn't your dream to be this. So so that's why I love about this. I'm like, well, good Lord, how did I not know that? But so what did you want to do if you hadn't have done this?
A children's nanny.
No way.
I absolutely adore children.
You do. You are so good with children.
I absolutely do. Good, best behaved ones, not rubbish ones, but I do. But I do. I've got 3 little girls that live next door to me here where we live in England, and they're 3, 6, and 9. Funny names. Had to do it. I had to do the gag. It's such an old gag. So and they have got me through lockdown, the first lockdown. They've completely got me through, because everything they did, I got over the fence. Hilary! They wanted me to watch them ride their bike, or watch them in their paddling pool, or they found a little bug in the garden and put it in this little box with a magnifying glass so they could see it, or finding a shell in the soil, and they wanted to show me. And it was just breathtaking. I just fell in love with them, and we're still great friends now. The sadness of winter, of course, is everybody hibernates, and you just don't see the flow of people as you did during the summer, with just walking out your back door and somebody goes hi and you go, oh hi. I miss that already. We're not even into winter.
No.
But I try and get out and about as if I can. I nearly missed this slot, actually. I was out in the car earlier and something happened. It just annoyed me so much. I was driving along, and there was a woman driving along in the lane next to me, and she was driving along talking on her cell phone. Right, I know, and I was like, oh, come on. And she was swerving. She nearly clipped the front of my car, so I had to slam my brakes on to avoid her, and she was swerving all over, still talking on her mobile phone. And I thought, you know what, I just thought, it's like women like that give lady drivers a bad name.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And I was just so cross. I nearly dropped my mascara into my cereal bowl. I'm not joking. It was nearly put me off my driving. Cheers. Thank you for letting me get that in.
I was like, what's the punchline? What's the punchline?
There you go. There's one for you.
It's so true, though. We do, don't we? Mascara.
Oh, yes, I can't tell you. So, temperature-wise, are you cold in LA or warm? I can't get my head around.
No, we're warm. Yeah. Today we were in the 70s. Last week we were in the 90s, and then it dropped to like the 50s, and that's really cold for us. That's when you put your Uggs and your beanies on.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Not cold like you're cold.
No, it's dropping here. Seriously, really feel it now. Yeah. I've got all my bulbs in, my bulbs, as I say, not bulbs. I've done my daffodils, my tulips. They're all lined up in different pots all over up the end of the garden, waiting to show me their loveliness in the spring.
You are so show busy, Hills. It's unbelievable.
Do you know what? You know what? You think you don't know me. I think I don't know me, because suddenly gardening was the passion I never knew I had. And thank you, lockdown, for that. I mean, who knew? Fingers in the dirt, didn't wear gloves. Oh my God, I loved it.
Yeah, That's an amazing